The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good... good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I love the jet sweep early in the game. Take the nerves out. Hand the football to somebody who's really fast. There's a really good chance you're going to get positive yards around the outside like you did right there.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to run for it. And the Canes get enough to move the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They're getting this guy lathered up. No, he just flat ran over it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative. Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to move it through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
Now, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the option. The pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
On the ground, it's Lions. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
second down after that incompletion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Canes are in the hurry up. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires and picked off. Oh, they knock it free. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 10, Florida International 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And he breaks into the open. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Panthers.
Number 3.
That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the line. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of me, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
They snap it to the up man. He'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Dave. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Yankee Blue, 42, spot.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, FIU!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Florida International, 21, Miami, 17.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On the field, 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Barges ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Trying to bully their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing. He's going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And it's his fourth interception of the night. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
They go to the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. The give to the left. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 28 over Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. They got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Using the quick game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And the returner will be brought down.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Offense set on first down.
Here we go. Go over.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Tripped up for the tackle. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. The throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Discards a man.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw with you.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Powers through. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one, but I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions. This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Feeling some heat. Looking to the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Trying to barge in. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida International offense is back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick release on the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Pulls and fires complete. Turns it on at midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Florida International. The defense with the scoop and score.
FIU, number 8, scores the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. This looks like the regular kickoff unit coming onto the field, and I would think with just a timeout left at this juncture, you got to send the hands guys out and try to get an onside kick. He'll call for the fair catch here. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
FIU will line up to punt. On the return, it's Robinson. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, looking to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the